Hello, planet Earthers. This is Archie Watson here, trying to do a recording of what's going on here in my travels in a No Man's Sky universe. So at the moment I'm in the Euclid Galaxy on one of my bases, which is called Betwixt 2. The reason being, the Betwixt 2 is on top of a very large hill, and then I have at the bottom of the hill another base, which was the original. I built that one first and decided to put a base on the top of the hill, and just I thought it might be too close because of the base computer, whether it was going to accept it being built up there, and it did. So okay, so put a base down and put a base down, and here I is sat on the sofa, wonderfully enjoying the upper floor. That's my new ship. I tried the which is hopefully what's going to be the content of this this particular video, is the new ships that I've got. Okay, so anyway, and then after that one, in the next video, I was able to find out, thankfully to someone who helped me, what's how to set up your ore farm and your gas farm, and also your nanite farm. So hopefully I'm going to be able to show you that in the next video, how I got that set up. The reason why the farms is because basically those are the main products you're going to need in the game to create the main modules, or the main modules, but the main products you're going to need to sell on the market to raise the money, right, to buy your ships, right? And the nanite farm obviously is to get your nanites. So anyway, so what we're going to try and do is go to the freighter and have a look at these new ships that I've got and give a bit of a description and see if we can do this without too much trouble. Where's the doorway? We can area it. So as I said, I'll get into a bit of a description here with. I managed to get this ship let's jump in, which is, I managed to upgrade it to a C class. I decked out all these modules, all these slots, which cost an absolute bonkers amount of units, right? If you look up into the left corner, I've got 2,308,000,000. Okay, now the reason why I got 2,108,000,000 is, alright, let's go and have a look at my exosuit. Everything's pretty much okay. It's because of this. These come in, right? These come in at 15,600,000. Okay? If you click on it and get yourself 10. See, the thing is about this, I'm not greedy. This is basically the simplest way. Where other players, they would, you know, they put down 10, and then they put another 10, and they put another 10, and another 10, right? I do it simply, which means if you do it this way, it takes longer. Anyway, you sell that off at the trading terminals, wherever you can find trading terminals. Anyway, let's just give you a quick demonstration of that, because let's hope this works out okay, because I haven't done this since yesterday, and sometimes it resets itself. Like I said, that was 156 million. Let's go here on my base and let's see what this terminal gives us. Click on sell. Let's find it. There it is. It's coming in at 158, right? So that's 2 million more. I found that if I do it too many times, I might do it twice here. So we got 467. The idea is really for mainly to buy ships, right? So now basically I've got 5. I lost 6 of them, and I've tried. Well, obviously got to go through the process again, and unfortunately they are still sat here. As far as I remember, my freighter was here. There's somebody going overhead. Let's. What am I doing? Okay, my freighter's here. So let's go up to the freighter. And see what's there. As I said, it's a new game. Not a new attempt at playing No Man's Sky after a year or more of not being here, and so we'll see what happens. Can you imagine how frustrating it was to come into your freighter and find that your ships weren't there, and they weren't actually there? They weren't actually there. It was not something like, you know, okay, this is a bit of a problem here, but the ships weren't there. So here we are. That's not my hauler, is it? Chameleon. Now, the reason why I got this hauler is pretty much decked out as well on the technology front. Okay, all S-class, everything, you know, wonderful. Cost that came into nearly $1 billion putting those augmentations in. So I put in, except for 3 more less down there, but I think that's pretty good for the hauler. And it'll give me 1,375 hyperdrive. Now the thing is, the reason I got that, I got this on a station I was on, and it was black. Black? You say black? It was black. Okay, with sort of like gold trimmings, sort of thing on this station. And I thought that's so neat, and I quite like the engines, and I like the cockpit, and yeah, I think it came in about 23 or something million. So I got it, right, and I called it Black Pearl, as you would. right? So it came out of the station, it was still black. I thought, okay, we got ourselves a black hauler. I had never come across one of those before. Different, something to show off on the anomaly. But anyway, where do you get a black hauler from? But anyway, I got this one, right? Then over the next day, wherever I went, this hauler was not black. It was every colour under the sun, because it was affected by the colour of where you were, right? If it was a green mist, that was it turned green. So I've gone and called it chameleon. Right. Anyway, I'm pleased with it. That's the thing. And the manoeuvrability on it is good. I had one before. Yeah. Let's go to this one. Yeah, let's go to this one first, because it's the first ship that I got. I like the Travellers. I like the engines on them. Got this decked out. Of course, that costs close to $1 billion, if not more, to deck it out with all the slots. Came in, I had about 6 or 8 or 9 slots. If it was all of them, that would probably cost $2 billion. It's stupid money, Hello Games. That is ridiculous. It doesn't need to be that high, right? Now, the reason why I called it One-Eyed Finch, the engine here on the left-hand side, if you're facing forward, on the left-hand side, it's got a mottle to it. There's something wrong with that eye, that face to it. See if we can see it. You can see it's sort of indented, whereas the one on the right is perfectly normal. Yeah, so you get it. So that's that one, and it's all decked out and wonderfully done. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one. Okay. The Octi Plus, I've called it. This was sat on a station, looked at it. It's an S-Class. What am I doing? It's an S-Class. It was an S-Class. So I said, you're joking me, it's an Octopus. These things, supposedly, I hear, they're rare. So, I gotta get one, so I got one. Right? Of course, this one's fully decked out as best as possible. Another $1 billion. So basically, each ship, in order to do the augments, the slots here, for your modules, it cost me $1 billion-ish to do them. That was fitting it out here as well. So 1,689. So it is a pretty good S-Class octopus. I know they call them squids. Nah, looks like an octopus. So in fact, it looks more like what do you call those? I should call it a cuttlefish. I should call it a cuttlefish, shouldn't I? The cuttleship changes all colours, which is very chameleon-like. I should call it a cuttlefish. Yeah. I can't call it a cuttlefish. I can't call it a fish. So, yeah. So, that was that one. And the first one I showed you, which is my fighter ship, This one is the Traveller science ship. Let's have a quick look at it, for crap's sake. Because this one is the other one. I salvaged ships, got the wing parts, well, I got the body part off of this one, and then I had to go and get 2 other ships to scuttle, and got the wings, right? Now, this is a simple thing. When you put it into the reconstruction of a ship, I've got the wings, I've got the body, and then you need the engine. Now, if you go to the technology seller, right, for ships, when you bring up the menu, there is a S-class upgrader for can't remember the name of it. Maybe I'll show you later on, for a S-class module. So this one came in, I think it was an A-class. So I popped that in that I popped that in, right? And this was well, the result was that it created it. Then I put it into the colorer section and got these colors, and I think it looks fantastic myself. But anyway, so this one, once again, all decked out proper. Excuse me. S-class, 1,800 distance. So yeah, if I got to go a distance, do a warp a distance, I'll be using this one. Storage is pretty good. This again, 1 billion, if not more. So the thing is, I'll get into the latest one because I think I've still got work to do with it. Or is it in here? Did I put it in here? Yeah. I didn't do any with the paintwork, really. Chubby fighter, because it looks chubby. And so I didn't really do anything with it. Except deck it out. Now, God, I've gone and forgotten what I was going to say before I jumped in. This is the most maneuverable. It's pretty fast, low down groundways, and your maneuverability is the best. The hauler is the one that causes a bit of a, hang on, why is he veering off to the right? You know, that sort of thing. So yeah, the point is, right, let's go and see the freighter. Now, these are the things you've got to get. Nitrogen gas, right? There's 3 of them. I'll show you. See if I can show you. Well, these are the metals you need. You're going to need the cadmium, the emerald, and the indium, right? And for the gas, you're going to need the radon, sulfurum, and nitrogen. So you've got to build 6 farms, right? Well, won't let me open it up because I'm on I'm on the freighter. Yeah, so I think I'll call it on that. And in the next video, all going well, I'll give a rundown on how to do the farming, right? And it is my way. I don't do it on a big scale. I mean, there's a character I saw, and he must have had about 50 to 60 of these flipping farm units doing the farming. That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. If I add in another, I've only got 4 units down for each of them, right? That gives me 1,000, right? It's going to take time. It's going to take time to get round to the 9999 amount that it gets, right? And the more you have of those, obviously the more you can build those units I showed you. Those units I showed you, which I just sold. This one here, stasis does that, and the fusion igniter does that. But the fusion igniter sometimes drops down below the 156 million. This stays 156 million. But if it goes down below 156 million at the trading terminal, don't spend. Just wait for the price to go back up, because that's what happened just there when I sold that one. I used it yesterday and it dropped down to like 154. The same with this, down to 53. So I don't sell them. I wait out and then the price goes up. As you can see, I got 158 for that one. Right, so and it was on a base. That's where I go and use that one. I use that one a lot because because it was given the best price. On the stations, I was having to go, oh, I'm not selling it for that amount. I'd have to go do a jump, go to another station and hope that there would be another, a price better. But anyway, that's another story. That's going to be a wrap for this video, and hopefully I'll be able to get another one to you maybe tomorrow. So cheerio, planet Earthers. I come here in No Man's Sky to get rid of the blinking planet we're on at the minute. But anyway, let's hope this blinking video works.